Wasn't there a discussion for a while about when you died, your corpse being stuffed and put on display in the stash?
Put on display at the store, yeah. How many, yeah.
Would that be in bad taste?
Like if I died prematurely and I willed my remains to View Askew Productions or Jay and Silent Bob Incorporated. But where would you put it? This place is so full of shit.
We'd find a spot for a fucking stuffed corpse.
I can't believe you haven't fucking
People would
mentioned
be like, "That's not real, is it?" Yeah, that's really real. No fucking way. Nobody would believe it. Although you can display those, those remains that they, you're talking about that exhibit of people's like.
What's the difference between me and Tutankhamun?
They're allowed to exhibit a person. How come you think we have to jump through some hoops to get the body displayed here?
Well, you might have to. I mean, if I didn't mention it in my will, I would officially want everyone to know that after the services that my body be immediately transported to a taxidermist stuffed with spices and shit, and then fucking there's a big movie, I guess they used it in Strike Back or something, and a sign that says "keep off" on it. And I'm wondering, like, would that be my fate, or would I have a special?
I think that probably by law you would have to be covered up by some sort of glass or something, so that you couldn't touch you or anything.
Like Lennon, they put him in like a glass.
And then we would have a perpetual loop in the glass case, maybe a TV or something with all your scenes.
A loop of like fucking 43 seconds of all my fucking the highlights of my career. You're like, whoa, it's starting already? Would you regret your decision to have me in the store if Kevin's like, look, as a tribute, I really want to just play that over and over and over again?
Well, I would just play music over it. I wouldn't.
So it would just be.
It would just be in the background.
So no one's going to hear my lines or anything?
I thought the TV would be in with you. The
TV's in my tomb.
Yeah, it's in your.
Well, how big is holding it? How big? They've posed his body.
Yeah, like Ernie O'Donnell does tons of the work down here, and they're like Ernie fucked up with the measurements, or they were like, I didn't think he was this fat when he died. Like, he must have fucking bloated up like a drowning victim. So
they could take all that out, right, in death. They could bring you back to fucking 95, Steve Dave.
They might. Oh, you like so? I mean. Kevin has a lot of money. Kevin's a millionaire, so I don't think in life he would pay for liposuction. But in death, he may see it as an investment.
For you?
Yeah. Yeah, like if I asked him right now, Kev,
believe me, no one's going to be like, I'm not going to see dead Steve Dave. He's a little heavy. But no, they fucking sucked all the fat of him. Oh, I'm going.
Well, no, but in death,
everybody would still go.
But it's the least you can do for me.
I don't think you need a liposuction. They just take it out by the bomber. Taxidermists can do all that shit. We don't got to pay a fucking plastic surgeon.
The taxidermist can take fat out of your body?
Yeah. You could handle it.
I'm not familiar with taxidermy.
Takes all your organs out and shit, and just like freeze dries you closer to your bones. You look good.
I look like one of those anorexia victims.
No, you'll have clothes on and everything. You look fine. You'll have the same outfit you wore in Mallrats.
I mean, how much is this going to cost, Kevin? So now you have to replicate wardrobe.
Nobody would know if it was a replicate or not. So you just go with just anything that looks closely resembling it.
And the fucking loop is playing on the TV that I'm holding. So how the fuck would they not know what I'm wearing? They're going to be like, well, that's not his costume. No,
because it just you get a little placard. Brian, Steve, Dave Johnson.
Am I laying down or standing up?
I think you should be kind of like,
you got to talk into the mic.
You're on your.
I'm like doing a squat thrust. No, like, had he only exercised in life,
you're like kind of like standing up you're like kind of like catty cornered, like you're kind of leaning back a little bit, so your toes are out. You're like on your heels.
Oh, like an old Billy
like
the Kid
Western,
or something.
Yeah,
so like, do they put like rouge all over my face?
You look
and shit
exactly.
Like that?
No, you don't look clownish. You just look normal.
What if also in my last will and testament I was like, look, I want to be in the store, but I don't want to be attached to the Steve Dave name. Just like the podcast, in life as in death. I'm like, look, they're going to know it's me. But it's not like I'm like out in the open either. It would have to be a little room where I was. You're just going to fucking put me on the main floor where kids are going to be and shit? Like, because
we'll tell people,
plus you got to charge.
The kids it's wax.
But I thought you wanted to charge money, like a bit of gander.
You can only charge money for for the first year, and then after that, the novelty would wear off. Yeah. The investment's got to be minimal, to be honest with you, to make any kind of money on it.
But I mean, how much does it cost to stuff like, say, a fucking raccoon or an owl?
It's going to cost a lot more to stuff a human being. By law, you can't even do it. Probably.
There's no human taxidermy. What, stuff a person?
Yeah. Even though you might want it in life, I mean, you got to show this dignity to the dead.
Right, but it's in my will that I don't want to
You
be
might
shown
not
any
be of sound
dignity.
mind. We know for a fact that you might not be of sound mind.
Yeah, they're like, right before he died, he was strolling down in Seabright with a knife. A call came into Jay and Bob's. Like, where is he?
Stuffing something equivalent of you. I guess stuffing.
Well, let's say like you're going to stuff your
like
dog.
a young bear.
Like like a cub?
Yeah. Like a newborn bear is probably, when it stands on its hind legs, it's probably as tall as a human being.
Yeah, that's probably right. Or like a thin gorilla.
Okay, yeah.
Like they would charge the same for me as a thin gorilla. But yeah, my understanding was that I was going to get a special little room, and then people would have to pay money and then walk it. Like, how are you fucking charging then?
We'll sell T-shirts. I saw Steve, Dave. We'll lie and say you're only on display for a limited time.
Like how like carpet stores are like losing our lease, and then 5 years later they're still there. Yeah, you could do that.